What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we got for you some exercises for rotational strength and power. Rotation is super important for athletes and everyday people, and especially being able to control rotation. So rotation and then returning back to the state you want to begin in, that is super important, being able to control it, stabilize throughout, rotate one part while keeping the other part straight, and like I said, bring it back to normal. So we are giving you guys 15 exercises that I love to do. And something that's just as important as rotation is anti-rotation. So if you guys want a video on anti-rotation, drop us a comment down below, give the video a like, and then we will be sure to put out some exercises for anti-rotation. So if you guys enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure you're subscribed to keep watching. Hope you guys like it. All right, so the very first exercise is a rotational single arm landmine. So there's two variations. This one is with a pivot. So you open your feet, your front foot's kind of pointing forward a little bit, pivot off that back, squeeze the core, push up the landmine. The second variation is going to be a jump. So when you're at the top of that motion, you really have to lock your core in, or else the momentum from your jump in the bar is gonna try to keep twisting you. So the jump should help push the bar up, but you really need a lot of strength as well as your shoulder strength to stop that bar's momentum. All right, Spencer's upset I'm making him do this right now. Rotational walking lunges. So you're rotating over that front leg with the plate. Make sure you don't let your knees go too far out, especially that back knee. Make sure you don't let it come in. You really want to keep everything nice, tight, locked out. Squeeze your glutes so you don't let any rotation happen that's not supposed to happen. Can you also go back? I don't need him to go back. I'm just making him do more. All right, now we have a shot put. So when you do this, it's gonna be working on extension. That's not what I wanted to say.
Restart.
It's gonna be working on transferring power from legs to upper body. So you're gonna open up your front hip, then you're gonna rotate, keep your core tight. Like I said, we're gonna transfer power from this, opening up, rotating through. Very close shot put.
One more?
Oh, in that case. Okay, med ball scoop toss. So you're gonna hold the med ball, back hip, you're gonna rotate, toss it to the other person or the wall if you're alone. I used to do this shit alone all the time. Literally, if you guys go back to like the original YouTube videos, you'll see like hundreds of them of just me filming alone, doing it against the wall.
Life was sad back then.
So also one thing when you do these, you do want to keep your core tight. You are going to use a lot of core to transfer or to pass the ball back and forth, but make sure that you keep it tight and you actively try to rotate through. And we're done. Rotational cable press or resistance band if you're us. So you're going to hold it with that back elbow kind of popped up a little bit, press it as fast, as hard as you can, pivot at your feet, really control the way back, core stays tight. Big thing about core with all this stuff is transferring power. And although we're doing a lot of rotation, we're using our core for stability. Number one, also to not over rotate so you can lock it in. Notice how at the top, he just sticks it super hard. There's no wobble, there's nothing at the top. That is just pure core strength through doing a lot of this and also anti-rotation. All right, we're doing a split stance row, opening up your back hip. So as he rows, he opens up, locks it out at the top. Core nice and tight. Core is massive for rotation, obviously. Keep it all locked up. Perfect. All right, so we are doing a split squat, low row. I don't like that name. I'm renaming it. You didn't have to stop. A split squat rotational row. The S.S.R.R, the S squared, R squared.
This is gonna fly.
Huh? A fly? That's a very good point. That is not a row.
Yeah.
Split squat, rotational fly. But that doesn't sound as good.
Reverse fly.
But we're rotating.
Yeah, but you're like moving is like a reverse.
The split squat, rotational reverse fly. The S.S.R.R.F. All right, so we are doing a split squat, rotational single arm reverse fly. That name's getting longer each time. Notice his front knee. That thing is locked out. It is not moving at all. Neither is his back knee. That is squeezing your butt right there. Open up, rotate through your core. You're totally gonna feel this in your rotator cuff, rear delt, that good area. Would this even be a Powerlux Fitness video if we didn't have box jumps? We are doing rotational box jumps. You can start with 90 degrees. You can go to 180 degrees. Oh, that was still 90. You can go to 180 degrees, Q180. If you can do 270 or 360, you can do those. Don't hurt yourself. When you rotate on box jumps, you totally have to lock out, that was ish. You totally have to lock out your knees, or else sometimes your momentum's gonna wanna keep carrying you, and your knees might cave or might kind of pull. So you need to make sure everything is squeezed, locked out, ready to go when you are doing this. And of course, as always, that core is gonna be that middle point that's gonna help lock you in at the spot. You almost just fell off that box. All right, more med ball stuff. So we got two variations again here, split stance, overhead rainbow slam. You saw Jada do this a couple videos ago. You load to your back hip, around, slam it down. If you want to, you can follow it with your eyes when you load it in the back to get extra rotation, but make sure you keep that core nice and tight if you do that. And then the other variation, you're gonna add a step. So that front leg is gonna step out to the side. That was kind of dorky. Your front foot is going to step out to the side, slam it. Once again, core stays tight. You will see when you go to slam it as you step, if you are not tight, squeezing your core, glutes, everything stabilizing, you are going to wobble at the end and you're not going to keep your balance. All right, so we are doing a double arm landmine twisty twist press. Just kidding, that's not the name of it. Landmine rotational press. You're gonna load it to that side hip. Do not let your knees cave in. They can bend, but don't let them cave. You're gonna twist and press. Notice his back, it doesn't bow when he does it. It stays nice and tight. He's just twisting at his core. See his angles, everything's nice and good. All he's doing is rotating and pressing. All right, you got a couple names for this next one. I just call it landmine pull press. Super simple. You are just gonna row it up, gonna twist, catch it, and press it. So pivoting at your feet, core tight. You will find out really, really quickly if you have good rotation, if you have good core strength, because if you do not, the top, you are going to tip over and it is just not gonna go well. This is also great for upper body strength, rotator cuff stability, locking it out at the top. Oh, also real quickly with this one, don't go too heavy, because if you go too heavy, it's just gonna throw you off. You want it to be powerful and explosive. And you can also hurt yourself on this if you don't do it properly. So be careful, folks. Wise words. All right, now we got some woodchopper variations. So only thing here really is try to keep your hands in the middle of your chest. That'll really ensure that you're rotating through your core and your arms aren't just doing the work. But core stays tight. This is an ab exercise. So pivot it down, and then you're also gonna do some low to high. So these are high to low. You can do the same level, levelity. Is that a word?
I don't think so.
I kind of like it. The same level, so you don't really bring it down or bring it up. And then you can also go low to high, so you get that other form of oblique workout. All right, next one, we have a crossbody RDL. So you're gonna load the dumbbell to the side of your knee, and then you're gonna open it up with a knee drive. So RDL should stay really good, right? You shouldn't let your knee bend, or not bend, you shouldn't let your knee cave in. Keep it nice, tight, slight bend, hips hinge back. Just load it to the side. and you're opening up. So that low to high motion, you're really gonna feel that in your core. Stabilize with everything you have. Nice. Barbell overhead 90-degree turn. So bar goes up over your head. You are literally just turning 90 degrees under controlled and then stopping. So this might look easy, but stopping your momentum at the top, especially that bar from still moving, requires a lot of core strength. So literally you're just gonna go back and forth, the 90-degree turn. If you feel fancy, you can go 90 degrees always to the left, and then once you make a full 360, you can go back the other way, but I find it harder to do back and forth as I'm the one behind the camera, not actually doing it. All right, last thing are some corkscrews. So you're gonna curl up like it's a reverse crunch. At the top, you are going to kind of pivot your body, rotate your hips, legs go up, control on the way down. You keep scooting back each time. Don't forget your other side. So core stays tight. Try to really rotate through the core to get some type of rotation, pivot at the top. Nice. Hey, you did it. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
Round of applause. Give the video a like for Spencer and his exercise demonstration. Please. Okay, bye.